The greatest opposition you will face might not come from the world, rather from your own bloodline. Family jealousy is one of the oldest weapons that Satan uses to destroy people's destinies. And on today's video, I will be showing you how Satan uses family jealousy to destroy and attack your calling. Let's get right into it. The first thing that you need to understand is that family jealousy is a biblical pattern, okay? It is something that is consistent within the biblical narratives. We have Cain, who was jealous over Abel. We have the Joseph's brothers who were jealous over Joseph. In the book of Matthew, chapter 10, verse 36, Jesus himself said, "A man's enemies is his own household." Okay, so you need to understand that if you think that your greatest enemy or someone who will be jealous over you is going to come from the external world, you might need to sit down and look within your bloodline, because your greatest rivalry, as we've seen in the Bible, it always comes from a member within your family. Okay, the second thing that we have to understand is, how does family jealousy actually, how does it start? How does it work? So the first thing that triggers family jealousy is what God has given you. This is not something that you will do, but it's who you are because of what God has placed on the inside of you. Okay, so God will give you unusual favor. All right, He can give you strange gifts, visions, also anointing. You would think that because you are special, your family ought to celebrate you. In fact, you will realize that being special is just it's like you've signed a contract for being constantly hated and constantly misunderstood and treated as a reject. So it is because of the things that God has placed on the inside of you, your special gift, your mental capacity, your anointing, being able to see in the spirit, your spiritual sensitivity. So all of that, your wisdom, your excellence. So all of those things will not cause people to like you. Rather, people will kind of be jealous of you. And you need to understand this is not something that you have done. You didn't do something specific. So asking your family members and saying, "What did I do? Tell me, what did I do so I can fix it?" You're wasting your time. You need to just understand it's what God has bestowed upon you that will consistently make them jealous. Okay. The second one is that your walk with God, it makes them uncomfortable. You will hear them say things like, "Oh, you think you're better. Oh, because you go to church, you think you're better. Oh, because you pray, you think you're better." So your devotion and your obedience to the Lord will make them uncomfortable, obviously. It will make them think that you think you're special, or, you're better than them because morally, you are more inclined to the will of God and they are living anyhow. So it's important that you understand as an individual that it's not what you are doing intentionally that will make them jealous. Rather, it's your way of living. It's the standard of your life that provokes that jealousy on the inside of them. Okay. So the book of Genesis chapter 37, verse 3 to 4, this is when it tells us that Jacob, who was Israel, loved Joseph more than his other 11 children. So obviously, these sons are going to have a problem with Joseph, because why are you the special kid? Why do you have dad's attention and we don't? So because of that love, that unusual, uncommon, favorable love that Joseph had with his father, it sparked that jealousy. Okay. Then in the book of Proverbs chapter 27, verse 4, it says, "Who can stand before jealousy?" So this is why Satan will use jealousy, because jealousy is like witchcraft, I would say. A person who's jealous can go to the extremes of ensuring that you amount to nothing. Look at Cain. Cain literally killed his brother. So people who are motivated by jealousy are very dangerous to your well-being, to your calling, to your destiny. Those are people that don't mind hiring hitmen just to take you out because they couldn't stand your level of success. The third thing that we need to understand is, how does family jealousy actually attack your calling? Okay, so number one, it starts with the mockery and belittling. When they belittle you, they mock you, they, yeah. In the book of Mark, chapter 6, verse 3, this is when they mocked Jesus. They were like, isn't that Joseph the carpenter's? Isn't that Jesus the carpenter's son? Well, Joseph was the carpenter, you get. So they're like, isn't that the carpenter's son? And they were actually quite offended at the fact that he was not doing carpentry work. He was healing the sick, teaching. He was living like, nah. According to who your father is, you shouldn't be doing what you're doing. So they will mock you, mock the way you speak, the way you live, how you're a bookworm, your results, how you are too advanced. So they will mock you and belittle you, belittle who God has called you to be. Okay. Number two, they will sabotage, whether they do it actively or passively. Okay. In the book of Genesis, chapter 37, verse 18 to 20, this is when Joseph's brothers actually planned to kill him. They were like, look, there he is. Let's kill him. They deliberately planned to sabotage him. That's why I said jealousy is so dangerous, because it can drive people to do outrageous things. It can drive people to do things that they themselves did not think they were capable of doing. So I don't think that the boys grew up thinking that one day they would be capable of murdering their own brother, but there they were, planning to murder Joseph. That's jealousy. That's how dangerous jealousy is. Okay. Then the third one is spiritual resistance. In the book of Mark, chapter 6, verse 5 to 6, it says that Jesus was unable to perform miracles, signs, and wonders because of their unbelief. Hence, he said that a prophet is without honor in his own town. Because of that unbelief, they are unable to receive him as a prophet. Okay. So they will resist you, your calling, your spiritual gifts. You were like, I had a dream. They were like, save it. We don't want to hear. We're not interested. And this could have been a dream from God, a dream that was meant to save them, a dream that was meant to warn them. But because they already don't believe in what God has placed on the inside of you, you will always be met with spiritual resistance. Okay. Number 4, we have isolation and rejection. Same thing. Jealousy will cause them to treat you as an outcast. Look at Joseph. Yes, Joseph was also isolated. Yes. But also David. David was always out there in the field looking after the sheep, looking after the flock. So you need to accept that you are going to feel lonely. You might have siblings, but you are going to feel lonely. You're going to feel isolated. You're going to feel rejected because of what is on the inside of you. It is not your fault. You just need to learn how to accept who God has called you to be, embrace the identity, and you will see how your life will be much better than it was before. Now, you might be saying, Sister Joy, everything you're saying, I can fully relate, but I stay at home. I live with my parents. I live with my siblings. I am still connected to my family. I don't want to cut them off. I love them so much. But how then do I protect myself from the jealousy? Okay, how do I protect my calling from the jealousy? Well, let's get right into it. The first thing you need to understand is that you must recognize it's all about the anointing and not you. Okay, don't take it personal. It's not about you. It's about the anointing that you carry. So they do not hate you because you are someone that is, worthy of hate. You are somebody that does not deserve love. No, it's what you carry. What you carry will make them resist you. You have to understand that and accept it. In the book of 1 Samuel chapter 18 from verse 8 to 9, we see how Saul was constantly fighting David. It was not because, let me fight David, let me fight David. No, it was the anointing. Remember, David was already anointed. So it was the anointing. Also, it was the praises that they were giving David. Saul killed 1,000. David 10,000. So that thing aggravated him, you see. So you need to understand that the anointing on the inside of you will make you to perform better than them. So that's why they will hate you, because of the anointing and what it's causing you to do. It's giving you the empowerment, the ability to perform extraordinary results. Okay. Number 2, it's important that you should not shrink yourself to make them comfortable. Okay. As I've said, the anointing already will cause you to perform in an extraordinary manner. So it's important for you not to shrink your capabilities. Don't play small. Don't downplay yourself because, oh, you don't want to outshine them. You don't want to be too much. No, you would be walking in rebellion. If God has called you to shine, it would be an error and an act of rebellion for you not to shine. Okay. Then the third one is you need to guard what you share. This is a lesson that Joseph learned the hard way. Had Joseph just kept quiet, he would have not been planned, or rather the brothers would have never planned to kill him. The guy was literally there saying, hey, I had a dream. I saw the 11 stars bowing. I saw the sun and the moon bowing. Hey, keep quiet. He only had to just keep quiet. So you need to learn how to zip it, guard what you share. It was the dreams that he shared that stirred up the jealousy within their brothers. Some of you are sharing things that you're not supposed to share them. Don't share the dreams that God gave you. Don't share what is happening in your life, because that's what will stir up the jealousy inside of them. All right. So in the book of Matthew chapter 7 verse 6, it says, don't cast your pearls to swines. Some people just don't have the emotional intelligence and the capacity to celebrate your wins. They are going to make it personal. They are going to project their inadequacy on your achievements. They'll be like, but why not me? Why you? What's special about you? It's important to zip it. Okay. Number 4, you need to forgive them, but not only forgive them, you must also set boundaries. Okay. You need to set boundaries. In the book of Genesis chapter 50 verse 20, this is when Joseph forgave them. They thought that Joseph was going to revenge. And Joseph was like, no, it's okay, man. Like, what you meant for evil, God meant it for good. So it's okay. Right. So it's important though that although you have forgiven them, you need boundaries. You see, you won't have to consistently be forgiving people if you have boundaries. Forgive them and tell them, but your new designated area is there because you don't know how to deal and steward access. You trivialize access, therefore you don't deserve to have direct access to me. All right. Then the last one is you need to find a spiritual family. In the book of Psalms chapter 68 verse 6, it says, God sets solitary in families. Your physical, biological family might not have the language, the vision, the mindset for where you are going. Hence, you will need a spiritual family that will resonate with where you are going, where they will see the greatness that God has placed on the inside of you. That a family that will not address you based on who you are right now, but based on where you are going and who you will be in the future. And when you are surrounded by those type of people, you will realize that it is easier for you to propel towards destiny than to actually be afraid and resist your destiny. I hope this teaching has blessed you. Let me know in the comment section, what did you learn? Are you somebody that was suffering from family jealousy? What is it in one of these last points, how to protect yourself, that stood out for you? Let me know in the comment section. Is it guarding your mouth? Is it finding a spiritual family? Is it forgiving and setting new boundaries? Between these 3, let me know, which ones are you going to start enforcing? Are you going to forgive and establish boundaries? Are you going to look for a spiritual family? Or are you going to guard what you share? I'm so excited to read your comments and I cannot wait to read your feedback. My name is Sister Joy, the girl behind Jakuta Jesus Joy. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Join this beautiful family as we learn these spiritual teachings together. I will see you on yet another spiritual teaching from me to you. It's Shalom.